Good morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I thought today I'd talk about a subject that I'm quite familiar with. It's called How Do I Handle Boredom? When you have Parkinson's, you do a lot of downtime. You do a lot of being still in your chair. You do a lot of things that, because you're not out and about in the world, it's can get very boring. So then you have to think of, how am I going to fill this time? And there's limited amount that you can do. First of all, physically you can do less, but not only just physically that you do less, that you're not as interested in some things as you used to be. So how do I handle that boredom? Well, my number one way is I follow people on YouTube and I enjoy watching their videos. I also we do what do you call it when you don't have television but you can watch on the TV? You take it from your tablet and you can what's the word? You can stream it on the television. So we will watch things that we have put from our tablet over onto the television. I read a book. Those are all standard things. Now, I don't enjoy audiobooks. I find that I can't concentrate as well on an audiobook. When I have a physical book in front of me, I enjoy that. It's like the difference between listening to a podcast as versus listening to a video. If you're watching the video, there's more reference than there is to just having the podcast. The difference being, if it was music, you could just listen to it and you don't need to see it. You just listen to it. And I often actually do that. I put on music that I quite enjoy and I just sing along to it and whatnot, much to the annoyance of my husband. But, if I had a good voice, it'd be great. I don't, but I enjoy singing, and so I just sing along with it. I have discovered that when I did the paint by number, I was enjoying it. I wasn't good at it, but I enjoyed it. So my daughter went and bought me a paint by number, so I have that I can spend some time doing. There's lots of things that you can actually do. I love learning new things. I don't have to ever have a reason for learning. I don't have to have a reason to share that with anybody. I just will think of something that is interesting to me, or maybe I'll see a picture of the Himalayas or something, and all of a sudden I'll go, oh, I wonder what else I can find out about that. And I look it up and I research it a little bit, and I really enjoy learning. So I do that. I love cooking. I'm not great at it anymore, but I really enjoy just looking through recipes and seeing, can I make that simple enough that I could do that, or are the steps easy enough that I could handle that myself? And I really enjoy the whole making a menu and recipes and all of that stuff. I really do enjoy that. And organizing. Oh my goodness, I'm a person who writes everything down. My writing is unintelligible most of the time. If I send a card to anybody, I have to really concentrate on my writing, because you would not be able to read it otherwise. And my writing is very small, so if I'm trying to make it big, it then gets kind of messy. And if I'm in a hurry and I'm just trying to jot something down, the next day I'm holding it up to the camera and saying to Claudine, can you read this? What do you think I meant by this? She goes, why don't you print it out and do it, I said, I can't be bothered. But anyway, I organize things and then I reorganize things and then I write a new list and then I cross things off. And, I don't know what that is about me, but I'm an organizer and I enjoy doing that. I used to enjoy crocheting, but I can't seem to crochet very good anymore. One of my Try It Thursdays, I think I'm going to try doing a dishcloth, because you don't have to worry about the pattern or anything, but I don't think I can do it with my hands anymore, so we'll have to wait and see about that. But anyway, what else do I do? Oh, I'm a people watcher. I have my window right here. I can see out, I can see the rabbits running and the squirrels, and they have a great time out there, and I enjoy watching them. And I can watch people coming in and out and how many times the ambulances come in a day and, all the things that amuse old people. And I also enjoy thinking about what I'm going to say to you people. It's like I need a story every day, so I have to really rack my memory to come up with them. So today's story, what have I got written down here? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. When I was in my 30s, I thought it would be cheaper to sew my kids' clothes. And so I thought I'd learn how to sew. And I got fairly decent at it, but the learning process was a while. Anyway, here I was learning to sew, and I thought to myself, my mom loved this velour fabric. And I thought, I'm going to make her a jogging suit, with the top and the bottoms. Well, the bottoms turned out great. And then I went to make the top, and I don't know what I was thinking. You have your back, you have your two arms coming up like this, and then your body. You have a front and a back, and you would sew them together. Well, however I laid those out, I didn't sew them together like this. I sewed them together like this. So I had one arm coming here and one arm coming here, which was an arm out her chest and an arm out her back. Yes, so velour, having to pick that seam out was not fun. But I picked the seam out as I must, and I got it all re-sewed up the way it had to be. And then I thought, why don't I personalize this? Her name was Frances. Why don't I write Frances on her front of her shirt? Now, it looked lovely beforehand. Why would I decide that I needed to embellish it? I have no idea. But anyway, I had this liquid, glittery, painty stuff, and I thought, I'm just going to very nicely put in handwriting, Frances. Except for that, when I put the N for Frances, I put an M instead of an N. And then instead of going CES, I put SES. So on this beautiful shirt, I had named her Framsies instead of Frances. It was ridiculous. So I gave it to her as a laugh, and she hung it up as a laugh, but she never did wear it. She wore the pants, but she never did wear the top. But I said, Framsies, how's that suit coming along? I don't know. I was a pretty crazy person in those days. Anyway, that's my story for today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.